Hi, this is Trey Passer. As promised, I saw this movie. I had this triple pack here. I watched one movie. I got this movie specifically because one movie I wanted to watch. That was Vacancy, starring Kate Beckinsale and Luke Wilson. This basically is a horror thriller, and this is basically about a married couple who you see they're traveling on the back roads. Okay, they're off the interstate, and they basically have car trouble, and you can tell this couple is going through some stuff. You see that this couple is they have these their issues between them, of course, and you can tell they're just fighting to get to where they're going to go, and they're going. Let's face it, they're about in the verge of breaking up. Okay, and of course, but they, like I said, their car breaks down, and they're kind of forced to park the car, and walk back to this little hotel to stay the night, because everything else is shut down. Stay in this motel until the morning, where they can get, of course, a mechanic to look at their car and hopefully go on their way. But of course, in the course of staying in this flea bag run out hotel, they just they discover a bunch of tapes while they're in the room, and they put them in and they start watching them, and they discover that there's a bunch of snuff films. Instead of just being films, they're snuff films. And they also, to their horror, realize that these snuff films that in this videotapes are actually took place in the hotel room that they're staying in. Hence the title, and hence the panic. And that's the premise of this movie. They basically have to fight for their lives so they don't become another victim of a snuff film. Okay? And this movie, I was looking forward to watching this, and this movie didn't disappoint me at all. It really was a good thriller. Like I said, it's about 90-something minutes. No, what was it? 85 minutes, actually. 85 minutes, and it's good. So there's no wasted time in this. And I like Luke Wilson and Kate Beckinsale. They were really believable. And what I liked more than anything about, there was a great sense of dread and tension, and of course, in your edge of your seat, hoping that this couple survives and stuff. But what I loved about this movie, that they did this couple, or let's say this couple. I'm gonna give it to both of them. Give both of them props for this. They didn't make a lot of stupid horror movie mistakes. They would actually use their brain in this movie. This couple actually did use their brain, especially Luke Wilson's character, David, the husband. He actually, there was a lot of times he actually started thinking logically. And I know in a lot of these situations, people would panic normally. That you would panic when you discover that these are snuff films taking place in the hotel, and basically these people are you're the next victim, basically. So you could more likely some people would panic and just crawl up in a ball and stuff and await their fate. But they actually got proactive, especially the husband. He got proactive and started thinking logically about how to get away from the situation. And I really liked it. And of course, that's what the movie is, basically them basically fighting for their lives to get away from these killers that, of course, want to film this snuff film with them in it. And again, I liked Kate Beckinsale and Luke Wilson. They had good chemistry. Like I said, in the beginning of the movie, you can tell that they've been through stuff, and they're really short with each other, and you can tell that they have this tension between between the two of them, because something's happened in their past, and they're trying to just get through the night. But of course, they're thrust into the situation, and they basically have to come together to survive. And I really really liked this movie, Vacancy. It had a good sense of tension, a good sense of horror, exactly. And these people basically fighting for their lives and doing anything they had to do to survive. And I really, again, like I said, I liked that the couple was smart. I mean, there's moments where they're about to do stupid stuff, but for the most part, they start using their brain, which in most of these slasher types movies, with teenagers in it, there's always somebody that makes dumb mistakes and don't think logically, and they of course wind up getting killed. But this couple used their brains a lot in this movie, which really I appreciate that as a viewer. That they actually thought about things and thought things out and battled with the killer. They didn't just accept their fate, which I really liked. So overall, I really like Vacancy. I'm going to give Vacancy, and again, that's mostly because of Kate Beckinsale and Luke Wilson. They really impressed me with with their acting and their believability of them basically fighting for their lives. And of course, Frank Whaley's in this as well. Anyway, I'm going to give Vacancy a 7.5. I really liked Vacancy. It really surprised me how good it was, and how, again, how this couple used their brains, specifically the husband, and in the setting and stuff, where a lot of people would panic and stuff and just get killed and stuff. He actually used his brain and was thinking logically in a horrible situation. Okay, again, so 7.5 for me for Vacancy. Anyway, let me know what you think of that. If you see Vacancy, what do you think of it? Feel free to leave comments down below, and if you like this review, please hit the subscribe button down below. And this is Trey Passer saying so long and take care.